the Heritage Research Fellow, Jim Roberts. Jim, I always think there, if you have the military with you, you're golden. For the time being, that means that Mr. Maduro is golden. For how long?
Well, that's the conventional wisdom, Neil, but, you know, the upper ranks of the military, who are all complicit in many of these crimes, and some of them are under indictment in the United States, they have everything to lose if Maduro goes, so of course they're going to rally to him. The real story is the junior officers and the enlisted, the troops, many of whom are starving along with the rest of the Venezuelan people because of the failed Latin American socialist policies of Hugo Chavez and Nicolas Maduro. And if enough of them who have guns refuse to fire on fellow Venezuelans or refuse to follow these generals' orders, we'll see. That's going to be interesting as it plays out.
So what you're looking for is sort of like a crack within the military, beyond the generals who are, you know, fat and happy here and getting everything they want, and have no interest and no self-interest for preservation reasons alone to shift their allegiances to Juan Guaido. But it is Juan Guaido that the Western world increasingly has been rallying around, including the United States, including most of his neighbors in his hemisphere, say Mexico. So I'm beginning to wonder where the public pressure builds.
Well, certainly it's very important that the Latin American countries have rallied along with the leadership of President Trump to recognize the interim President Guaido. And I think Brazil especially, you know, if Maduro is removed, there'll be a huge market upside surge, the way there was in Brazil when markets felt such relief when Bolsonaro was elected. Right now, of course, there's not much of a downside risk, frankly, because Venezuela is just not much of a player. And that's a result of 15 years of these failed policies that have landed Venezuela at the bottom of our annual Index of Economic Freedom. We're rolling out the 25th anniversary edition of the Index of Economic Freedom today at heritage.org/index. And again, this year, Venezuela is at the bottom, only higher than North Korea. And it's been that way for a long time. When Chavez took power in 1999, Venezuela's state oil company, PDVSA, was pumping 3.5 million barrels a day. Now the Maduro regime would have us believe it's pumping 1.3 million barrels, but independent analysts think that figure is much lower. But the net bottom line for markets is that a Venezuelan impact on world oil markets is really minimal. And in fact, you see today very little oil price upsurge.
Well, they've been out of the market essentially for a while anyway, right?
Right. And the same thing goes with credit markets. The PDVSA bonds are now not held very much and deeply discounted. So if we could get a peaceful resolution of this and Maduro could go, that would be great for Venezuela and great for the region and great for the United States, great for President Trump. He would have a major victory. Geopolitical stature of the United States would go up. U.S.-China relationship would be also positively affected because China and Russia and Iran and Cuba are the ones who are propping up Maduro, and they would certainly suffer a defeat if the Venezuelan people can push back and the leadership in the region can help to get this guy out.
All right. We'll watch it closely. Jim Roberts, thank you for taking the time. I do appreciate it.